Hello, YouTube. Happy New Year. So, welcome to my channel. So, if you are new to my channel, I'd like to let you know that I have two series. I do a Monday series of videos and I do a Saturday series videos. And I concentrate on the month. I concentrate on one stamp set, suite, or bundle. For both those series. So on Saturday series, I do any kind of cards I want to. For the Mondays, the first Monday of the month is a sketch card. The second Monday of the month is a case card. On the third Monday of the month, it is a shaker card. On the fourth Monday of the card, it is a fun fold. And the fifth Monday is a mystery. It's a craft. It's a whatever I want to do kind of project. So welcome. And so this being the second Saturday of the new year, January 13th, we are concentrating this month on the Be My Valentine suite. And it has paper. It has a whole bunch of stuff in it. However, I can bring in the whole package and all the goodies in it. See? You can see all the goodies in there. The ribbon, the paper, the embellishments. I don't need to go through all that stuff. I don't feel anyways. So for today, we're not even going to use the bundle, though the punch. Though the punch is really sweet. The purpose of this video is to show you that if you say, hey, oh my gosh, that's so cute, or if you're a new to stamping or you're for limited in funds, you can make a really cute card even without the DSP and all the embellishments. That's what this card is about. If you can afford to get the bundle, as you do save during the first year that they put out a bundle, you do save. And this punch is darling, and it does make it really easy, though you can create a great card without it. So that's what we're doing today. We're creating a card just by stamping. No embellishments, no dimensionals, no nothing. This is for the beginner stamper, and we are gonna stamp. So let's get ready. It's really simple. You don't need a lot of supplies. I'm gonna set my stamp set right here. Put my little whiteboard. My other one is currently occupied with paper pumpkin. So I don't even need my notes, though I did write them down. I can show you our card. Look how sweet this is. Look at that. You'll always be the one for me. Be mine. And my envelope is an old yellow one I had. So I stamped the B here, Be My Valentine. I think it's just so darn cute. You could step it up by putting it on dimensionals, backing it up on, I would actually back it up on black. But you could put rhinestones in here. You could do a lot more, but I'm leaving it just as it is because I think it is so sweet. So I'm going to set my little card right here. And I'm going to tell you what we need. So I have an old white envelope that I was going through my craft room and I found. So I'm going to use this envelope for my envelope for the day. I have a piece of sweet sorbet. Yes, they're going to open differently. Just these happen to be pre-made ones. Well, not pre-made ones. They happen to be already made in my envelope of paper. I'm going to just give it a good crease because it didn't get one. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, meaning it's 5.5 this way, 8.5 this way. It's simply a half a sheet of cardstock, and then I scored it at 4.25 because when you do score it, you get a nice crease here in the middle. So that's why I like to score it. And then I have two identical pieces of white cardstock that are 3 3/4 by 5. Ooh, one is not identical. Let's make it so. Let's check it. And I chose 3 3/4 by 5 because it gave me a little bit wider border. Yep, it is off ever so slightly. Let's check it this way, though. It should be. It looks like the other one. Look at that. This one is not playing nicely. I thought these must have gotten in the wrong bin. I have a little container that I thought I had cut these to the right. Both of those are wrong. They should have been, they were in the 3 3/4 by 5. These are not that. They are now. So they are ready to go. And like I said, one is for the inside, one's for the outside. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. If you don't have one, this is just gives you, because these are polymer, they don't have the cushioning that red rubber does. And I'm going to show you that. Hold on. I have a brand new stamp set here. Okay. If you look here, this has cushioning. It has foam in it, the red rubber stamps. Polymer stamp sets, they don't have any cushioning. Okay, there's no cushioning in there. So when you go to stamp them, it is, and it does make a difference. You get a better image if you stamp on a little bit of cushioning. Fun foam will work. A stack of magazines will work. A stack of paper will work, like a notebook like this. Like I said, fun foam, and you can even use the chipboard. So it gives you a little bit that comes in your paper pumpkin kit. Anyways, just trying to help you out there. That aside, we are going to start with, let me get my sleeves up a bit here. We are going to start with, I had to figure this out. I can't even show you. I put it in the rubbish bin. Huh? To get my layout right, I cut a bit. I have some bits. I use these for labels inside my clear envelopes. So I took one and I wanted to try to center things up, and I'm glad I did, because the sentiment, "You're as sweet as honey," that I wanted to use was good. But if I did the flowers the whole length of what they were, my bees were up into my sentiment. So I had to figure it out. So now that I know my flowers have to be short, and my sweet as honey, I just need to get it centered. So that sometimes helps. And this is just printer paper. So we are starting with the sentiment, "You're as sweet as honey." And we're going to do our best to get it centered. Ink it up nicely. Sometimes when you're on camera, it's better for me to do things vertically. I can see it better and hopefully get it straight. So that looks good, because I want my little curly busy biz wizzy of my bee. Oh, let's flip that over and try again. That did not work out well. So let's see. That one. All right, I'm going to go for it. Hopefully that's better. Oh my goodness. All right. That is not good. That is not good. We'll get another piece out. What is wrong with me? Let's turn it this way. I don't know why I cannot do this. I'm going to have to get another piece out for my inside. I don't know why I can't do this. It's on camera. This is supposed to be simple. Isn't that what I said? Simple? All right, we're going down. This is it. Yes. That is now scratch. I'm not going to waste that whole piece. It's scratch. So we're going to move Sweet Sorbet away. Sweet Sorbet. Now we're going to bring in Pool Party. I am using Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, and Daffodil Delight in Black Memento. Now, that little wizzy, as I call it, don't know what you guys want to call it. That's what I call it. You can see all my stamping here. We want to do our little curly cues. We want one at each end, and we're going to flip them upside down. So there's one. I'm going to turn it around. So one's going to go up and one's going to go down. That's going to start the party off. Now we're going to do our flowers, because we have to do the top and the bottom to center things in. And this is where it got a little tricky for me. and I get inky. Where's that other scratch paper I had? I want something to really ink stuff up on. You can see it's still inked up. So I just mounted both the images on one block. So I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to start here in the center. I almost did the full thing. I only want partial. There's one. Stamp off, partial, stamp off, and partial again. And I say it out loud because it does help. For me, it does. Now this one is full strength. So right about there. And wait till you see, we're going to use one of the little flowers to make us some grass. It came out really cute. I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm not going to clean this off or anything because we're going to use that again on the inside. So that's done. Now for our flowers. Our first flower is in Pool Party. And this one is going full strength, and it's going on our full strength Granny Apple Green that we just stamped. 2, 3, and we're going to use our little Q-tip technique that I love so much. I'm going to set that here. So this is my little Q-tip, inked it up in Sweet Sorbet, and I think I'm going to get all 4 of them done. 1, 2, a little bit more, 3, oops, nope, gotta ink it up again, 3, 4. This ties in the Sweet Sorbet from up there, and I like it little, I just like it. So now we're going to go to Daffodil Delight. And we're going to do this little flower. But this one we're going to stamp off. So we're going to stamp off and do that little flower. Stamp off. That little flower. Stamp off. Another little flower. All right. Now we're going to clean it off. And we're going to go back to Granny Apple Green. So you hear my little squeaky squeaky. That's me cleaning it off. Yikes, I almost got my card inked up in Granny Apple Green there. That's not a safe place. We'll set my card right there. So we're going to use that little Daffodil Delight one. Now it's going to be in Granny Apple Green. So we are going to stamp it solid. Let me take off that one. Stamp this one right the bottom of the light stamping, and then stamp next to it and keep going. We're going to ink it up again, stamp it next to that one, and then keep going twice. So we're just keep using that ink. We're going to stamp it again and keep going 2 more times. And we're still going to fill it in, but we're just getting our base down. So now we're going to stamp off, because I don't want the dark on top of the dark flower stems. Stamp off. I'm going to come over here. Stamp off. Now I'm just going to kind of stamp off and fill in some. So always stamp off first. You can add ink on, but you can't take it off. Adding a little bit of depth, going a little high, a little low. And I think it adds a really, fills in the bottom of my artwork we're doing here. Oh, I don't know why I'm closing that up. I'm gonna need it. So next, let me put my little blue flower black on and clean this off, because we are gonna need this for the inside. This is what I love about stamping. So much fun to create something. Excuse me. So now that we have our top and our bottom, we can work on our bumble. So our bumblebees, we have one coming down, one flying away, and we're going to do Daffodil Delight. This is where you don't need your punch. You could step it up that one more and add the punch, but like I said, we're keeping it really simple. So we're inking it up, but we're stamping off. I like the lighter image. This one, I'm going to bring this one down really far because you got to remember he has wings, and my wings tended to get up there. So this one now, his body is going to come over. Oh, did you see? I almost did a boo-boo. So this one is coming over here. All right. Now Mr. Bumble is going to get his stripes. And not because he was bad. He earned his stripes. So, oh, his stinger's coming off of his body. Got to do one way and one the other. Voila. And we have two little faces. The little smirky smiley and the little winky one. There is another, but I have yet to use it because I just haven't mounted it. And we want to do our little antennas, our antennae, and then we're going to do our wings. I was going to try to take the, I need to take the heart off so you guys can actually see what I'm stamping, but I ran out of blocks because I'm doing two projects at once. So here's the outline for the wings. Now, if you didn't want to do any more, you don't have to. But I'm going to give him a little more color. And you're going to see that in a second. So I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to bring back the pool party. Oh, I'm looking for the heart I just took off. So I'm going to put that heart back on. Take those off. This is why I stamped off. I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to add my blue. Stamp off. Add the pool party blue. So then I'm taking a sponge dauber. And we're going to take Daffodil Delight. And we're going to go around 3/4 of it. We're not going to go around the bottom where our grasses. Now, trick to doing the sponge dauber is 2 fingers and the thumb, 2 fingers behind and your thumb, and give it some support when you do it. So I'm going to hold it from the bottom like this, support it, and you get that, you hear that thump, 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 and that just makes it, don't know why, but it really does make a difference in getting the ink on there. And I'm not sponging off. I want that darkness of the Daffodil Delight to frame in. Look at how, oh, you know what I'm thinking? Oh, I'm thinking some little speckly dots would be so cute, like pollen everywhere. Do I dare? You know I do. Where are my, where's my stamp set? Oh, there it is. You know what I'm getting, right, guys? The itty bitty backgrounds. All right. I can't resist it. Pollen, right? Where's my sample? Let's try it. Let's try it on the sample before I go ruin everything I just did. So, let's see. We're going to make some pollen. You guys may not be able to see it, but oh, it is. Yeah, we're doing it. So, stamp off twice. Then we're making pollen. Oh, yeah. Our bees are pollinating. Oh, so cute. We got pollen. Oh, yeah. Love it. I'm such a dork sometimes, but I love it. Absolutely love the pollen. Where's my card base? All right. Look how cute. I don't know if you guys can see my little pollen. Love it. So hopefully I got my glue bottle going again. Yay! I'll tell you what, since I love using this little bottle, when I use the big Tombow bottle, it just makes me feel like I've got gobs of glue coming out. Like I said, really, really simple. You don't have to do much. You can take some Wink of Stella and do their wings. I wouldn't do an over bunch. I would do the yellow flowers, and then I would do the little center there. All right, now we have to watch my whole box of pieces here that I have. These are supposed to be 3 3/4 by 5, and then there's some that are 4 by 5 1/4. But let's see. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Let's check it. I want to check it before I go and start stamping on it, because we are going to stamp on it, and we're going to stamp on the envelope. See, yep. What did I do? They're all just a hair off. I wonder if I cut it with my really old big guillotine, and the arm of the guillotine must be off. All right. So back to stamping. Love it. So this is what we're doing. You'll always be the one for me. So I wonder if you guys can see that. That's what we're going to stamp for the inside. We are going to start with our 2 little green flowers. Again, where's my, I'm like somewhere there's some scratch paper I was stamping on. Here we go. Granny apple green for the win. Light. First, so we want it light, so we're going to stamp off, and we want it all the way to the top. Flip the block over. Full strength. Right there. Then I want my pool party. Right there. This one's a little higher than the other. And then our Daffodil Delight is not full strength. It's just stamped off because I like it better that way. And our Q-tip for the center. That's really nice and dark. And then we can move all of those aside for the moment. I want, what is it? You'll always be the one for me. In Sweet Sorbet. And then I wanted Be Mine down in the corner. All right. And then my little Busy Biz. And I decided to, that's a little dark for me going through my sentiment. So we're going to stamp this off and still do it. But it's lighter. I mean, this is at full strength, but there's just a hint of it, and I like that better. So let me move those aside, and I just inked me up as I did that. Lovely. So there's that one. We're going to put this inside our card, and then we're going to work on our envelope. And it's simple, but we are going to put a B on it. Big X, dot, dot, dots. I could close that up because we are not going to need it anymore. All right. So, love the pollen. Love the pollen. All right, envelope time. So, on the back here, we're going to do ourselves a big old bumblebee. So stamp off. Do I want them here? I want them like right here. And I need the memento, which I just stuck up there. There's that. So we still need memento. I'm just going to pop his little wings on this one. There's wings. Give him some blue color to his wings. That we need a smiley face. I really need to get this ink off of this hand. Where's our little antennae? I want to stamp Be Mine right there. And then I want to stamp Happy Valentine's. I'm going to get that off my hands. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, so cute. Try to move those along. I gotta now clean it all. So let's bring in our card. Isn't that sweet? I think so. You'll always be the one for me. Really, really sweet and simple. So if you are new to stamping, this is a project that you can easily recreate. And you can do rhinestones in there and step it up if you like. But I wanted to keep this a very, very simple card, easy to create. This is something that I could do with my grandson Hank, which might just do a little something. Maybe a smaller scale version, like for his Valentines for his classroom. We'll have to see. Knowing him, he'd want a football or something. I mean, I could maybe create a football with this. I'd have to think about it. Who knows what we could come up with. But anyways, I want to thank you so much for letting me come and share my love of paper crafting and my project with you. I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider leaving a comment. Let me know if you like seeing beginner projects. I love doing them. This is what I love. This was great. I love avid stamping. I love all levels of stamping and creating. So thank you once again, and I invite you to please come back and visit me again in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everybody.